So, welcome back to Ego, the skill provider. And today also, I'm here to improve your communication skill. And we are learning something called expressions. Today, we have taken a very interesting topic for you. That is something called binomials. And binomials, it's just like are a part of improving your vocabulary structures. Okay, because you want to improve your vocabulary. So whenever I say binomials, that means it is a part of vocabulary, and I am going to tell you the pros of pros and cons of these binomials, how exactly you can use it in different situations. Okay, so we are going to learn something called binomial expressions or binomials. Binomial expression, or you can say binomial. So we are going to learn these things today. Okay, so you might be thinking it's a new things for you. No, it's not a new things. I'm sure you must have gone through this before also. You have been using. So first try to understand what is binomials. So binomial or binomials or binomial expressions. Bi means two. Whenever I say bi, means it is two. Okay. So all I can say, it is a set of two different words. They are joined by and or. Okay. So let me give an example. Suppose uh, there is something called black and white TV. Black and white. Before color television came into existence, there was something called, black and white TV. You guys are very much aware of it. Like, aguru apan mane samasthe black and white TV dekhutile, including me also. Like, no, what exactly? Black and white means there are only two things available, either black or it's white. There is no other colors available. So that is called black and white TV. So black and white is something called a binomial. Look at the structures. It is two words. This is one and this is two. And they are joined by something called and. So here we can say black and white, right? Oh, I used to watch black and white TVs. So what do you mean by that? So black and white is a part of binomials, or you can say it is a binomial. So there are so many binomials are there. This is one of the instances I have given you, but there are so many binomials are there in our day-to-day life. You can use it. But what is the importance of binomials? Why you guys are going to use a lot of things? Look, basically, whenever you are trying to speak English, we copy the native speaker. ଯଦି ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ କହିବାର ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ ଗୋଟେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଲୋକ, ସପୋଜ ଆମେ ହିନ୍ଦୀ ମ୍ୟାନ୍, ଆଇ ଓନ୍ଲି ସ୍ପିକ୍ ହିନ୍ଦୀ, ତ ଯଦି ମତେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ପଢିବାର ଅଛି, ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଶିଖିବାର ଅଛି, ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ କାହାକୁ କହିବି, କାହା ଠାରୁ ଶିଖିବି? ଗୋଟେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଲୋକ ଠାରୁ ମତେ ଭଲ ଓଡ଼ିଆ କେହି ଶିଖେଇ ପାରିବେନି. That you know very well. Exactly, we always follow something called the native speaker of English. I've already informed you what do you mean by native speaker. The people of America and Britain, or you call it UK, the United Kingdom, right, or England. So basically, we are following them to learn spoken English. And believe me, my friends, that binomials is just like part of their vocabulary. They use a lot of binomials. And you may ask me, sir, why should we learn binomials? Because I don't want to be a native speaker. I just want to speak English. Then why should I learn binomials? Believe me, my friends, if you learn binomials, it is going to improve your fluency. That means you can speak English fluently using binomials. So binomials are pretty important. It's crucial whenever you want to speak English fluently. And that's why we are learning binomials. It will help you speak English fluently. That's very important. And that's why this is just like, to improve your fluency, we are learning something called binomials. So binomials are very important because it is going to give you two advantages. The first one, you can speak just like a native speaker. This is the first one. Just like a native speaker, you can speak. The second one is called, it is going to help you speak English fluently. Something called the most needed fluency comes from binomials, because binomials are very, rhythmic word, and you can use very appropriately. So I am there. There are so many binomials are there. There are close to 500, 600 binomials are there. I'm not going to give you all the things. Let's learn very common binomials. Just like we have learned some black and white TV. ଏଇଟା ତ ଆପଣ binomials ବୋଲି ଜାଣିନଥିଲେ, but ଆପଣ କହୁଥିଲେ ଆପଣ black and white ସମସ୍ତେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି, ମୁଁ କହୁଛି no, this is a binomial, and the binomials has a special characteristic. ଆପଣ କହିବେ ସାର୍ characteristic କଣ? They are not reversible because you cannot swap the things. ଆପଣ କହିପାରିବେନି black and white jaha white and black seya. So here just secure, black and white is not equal to white and black. So what do you mean by this? Whenever I say black and white is not, that means you cannot swap the position. This is, I mean, word to word, and you cannot swap it. So you can say they have a specific order. You cannot say that black and white, ja, white and white, a plus b equal to b plus a. The rule of mathematics doesn't hold good here. So you cannot change the order, right? That's very important. You cannot change the order. You cannot change the order of the binomials. Okay. So whenever I say binomials, let me paraphrase it once more for you, my friends. Binomials are pretty important. Why? Because it is going to help you to speak English fluently. If you know a lot of binomials, it is going to help you to speak English fluently. The first one. It is going to improve your vocabulary. ଆପଣଙ୍କର vocabs ଟା ବଢିଯିବ. And ତୃତୀୟ ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା, lot of native speakers speak this binomials in their day-to-day life. They use a lot of binomials, and that's why binomials are pretty important. So today I am going to learn something called binomials, and more importantly, you cannot change the order of the binomials. माने एटे मु लेखि देखंतो black and white. आपण कहबे black and white equal to white and black. No, black and white has a meaning, but you cannot change the order. You cannot change the order. Okay. And I'm going to give you some 13 or 14 or 15 binomials today. Let's try to learn it, and as much as possible I'm going to teach you all the things. And what is more important, my friends, binomials just like another part of building of a vocabulary. प्रतिदिन आमे किछि नुवा vocabulary सिखुचंती. आमे yesterday I've given you something called what is that? Expression. A lot of expressions I've given you. So right now this is something called binomials. Remember, binomials are part of your vocabulary building of series. आपनकर vocabs टा बढ़िया पाई ए binomials आपनको help करियो. They're going to help improve your communication skill by improving your vocabulary. Okay. So this is all about the importance of binomials. So today we are going to learn binomials. Now up to this it is clear to everybody. Can I get a thumbs up from your side? Thumbs up sign is
Yes,
there. You
sir.
can check it out. Okay. Clear? Everybody? Okay, great. Please, no need of speaking anything. You can put a thumbs up sign so that we can age it. So this is very important, my friends. Let me tell you, this is very important. Binomials are very, very important. Without binomials, you cannot speak English. You can say, sir, I'm speaking English, but you are not fluent. It is going to help to improve your fluency. Okay, that's very important, my friends. Take a screenshot possible. I'm going to give you the actual binomials for today. Okay, the first binomial for today. So this is the binomial expression I already informed you, right? And today I'm going to give you, you know, the first one, little by little. Okay, this is a binomial. Look, there are two words. You can say same words. It's okay. It doesn't matter. So little by little, there are two words are there that's called binomial, and they're, I mean, they are joined by a small letter. It can be by, it can be in, it can be or, it can be and, anything. It doesn't matter. So little by little is something called a binomial. So you may be asking, sir, what is the situation? Upon the सदाବେଳେ situation ଦେଇକି ପଢାନ୍ତି, that is something called SBL technique. तो କୋଉ situation ଆମେ ଏଇଟା ୟୁଜ କରିବୁ? Let me give you an ଓଡିଆ situation. ଆପଣ ଓଡିଆରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହୁଅନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ ସଞ୍ଚୟ କରିବା, ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ, slowly ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି? Are you telling slowly and slowly? No. In English, slowly is allowed. ଆପଣ ଯୋଉଟା ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ କହିବେ, ଆପଣ ମନେକର ଗୋଟେ ରାସ୍ତାଟେ ସ୍ଲୋପି ଅଛି, ଟିକେ ଆପଣ ଓଡିଆ ମାନେ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା ନେଇ ଆସନ୍ତୁ। ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାଟେ ସ୍ଲୋପି ଅଛି, ମାନେ ସେଟା ମାନେ ମଡି ହେଇଯାଇଛି, ମାନେ ଯୋଉ କାଦୁଅ ହେଇଯାଇଛି, ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ସେଇ ଉପରେ ଗଲେ ଆପଣ ପଡିଯିବେ, ଲାଇକ୍ ୟୁ ୱିଲ୍ ସ୍ଲିପ୍, ୟୁ ଆଇ ମିନ୍ obviously are going to fall down. ତ ଆପଣ ସେ ଲୋକଟିକୁ ବା ଆପଣ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ ଛୁଆ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ, ଯିବେ, ଆପଣ କହନ୍ତି ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସେ, ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ। ତ ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ ମାନେ କଣ? ଏଠି ଆପଣ କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି? You are trying to say that slowly and slowly? No. In English it is called slowly. ସେମିତି ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାରେ ସଞ୍ଚୟ କରିବା, ସଞ୍ଚୟ କରିବା ବା ପାଠ ପଢିବା। ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ପାଠ ପଢ, ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ ପଢ, ବେଶୀ ପଢିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ, ଆଜି କିଛି ପଢ, କାଲି କିଛି ପଢ, ଆଉ ପରେ କିଛି ପଢ। ସୋ ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପକୁ ଆମେ ଇଂଲିଶରେ କଣ କହିବା? So you might be thinking, sir, a translation. No, translation is not required, my friends. Look, little by little means that is a small amount at a time. A small amount at a time. If you'll ask me, like, sir, give an example, you can give countless example. I can say, guys, you have to speak English little by little. You have to speak English little by, you are a learner right now. You have to speak English little by little to improve your communication skill. You have to speak English little by little to improve your communication skill. Okay. So like that, you can say that person saved a huge money little by little. My friend has saved a lot of money little by little. Okay. So what exactly you understand? Check it out. You have to speak English little by. ଆପଣ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ, ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ ଖାଅ। ଆପଣ ଛୁଆ ମାନଙ୍କର ଜଲ୍ଦି ଖାଇ ଦଉଛି, ତ there is a chance, you know, it create problems here. ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି, like ତଣ୍ଟିରେ ଲାଗିଯିବ। ତ ଆପଣ କହନ୍ତି ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ ଖା, ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ ଖା। So eat little by little, little by little, ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ ପଢ, study little by little, ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ ସଞ୍ଚୟ କର, save little by little. So little by little, ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ। ତା ଯଦି ଆମେ ଓଡିଆକୁ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବେ, what is the situation, you guys are coming across so many situations are there, and basically ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାରେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ କର, ବେଶୀ ପଢିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ, ଅଳ୍ପ ଅଳ୍ପ ପଢ, right? So that is something called little by little, a small amount at a time. And basically, little by little is used for uncountable noun. It is not for countable nouns. Study, money is an uncountable. Money is when upon money, money, uncountable noun. Communication skill, uncountable noun. So basically, it is used for uncountable noun. Its meaning is a small amount at a time. ଯେକୌଣସି ସମୟରେ ଅଳ୍ପ amount. That is something called a small amount at a time, like all the things. So this is the first binomials, little by little. जोटा कि आपण ओडिया रे कहते अल्प अल्प. Right? Now this is clear to everybody? Clear? Yes or no? Put a thumbs up mark. If you are not able to understand, ask me. Great. Others, Prasan sir, Itisri ma'am, Devjani ma'am, Gitanjali ma'am, everybody, please. Great. So this is something called little by little. Please take a screenshot possible. I'm going to give you the second one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take a screenshot, everybody, please. Right now, let me give you the second example. I mean, second binomials for today. Look, binomials are very interesting, man, and you have been using for quite some time, but unknowingly, these are called binomials. Black and white TV binomials. These are called binomials, but we are so orientation. Our process is so, I mean, funny that we don't know. Like actually, the binomials okay. The second one is something called very interesting. Make or break. And believe my friends, this is my favorite, I mean, binomial. I always give a lot of example. Communication skill is going to make or break you. So make or break. So whenever I say something make or break you, remember, the factor is very crucial, or it is a deciding factor to make something successful. Okay. So make or break, whenever I say make or break, it's very important, a crucial factor which determines or you can say the success of something, which determines the success of something. Suppose I can say spoken English or communication skill is going to make or break you as an employee. So suppose you are an employee from organizations, you are dealing with a lot of clients. If you don't have the communication skill, you are not going to be successful. That is a crucial factor. Anything's crucial. Suppose I can hard labor is make or break you. If you want to be successful in your life, you need to do a lot of labor. You have to labor hard. So that is something called make or break. So you can say your communication skill is going to make or break you. So what do you mean by that? That means your communication skill is a crucial factor which determines the success of your journey. You can say like, I'm working in a private firm, in a government firm, anywhere and everywhere, wherever you go. If you have the communication skill, if you are able to impress somebody, then obviously it is going to help you. So make or break it. Guys, communication skill or spoken English is going to make or break you. That means spoken English is such a crucial factor which is going to determine the success of your career. Just like suppose like you can say to a person like written ଗୋଟେ ପିଲା ଲେଖୁଛି ତାର hand writing ଉପରେ ଆପଣ କହିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହିଁବେ ତ hand writing is very crucial. It is going to make or break you. ଯଦି ତା hand writing ଭଲ ହବ obviously ଯେ ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ ଭଲ ମାର୍କ ପାଇବ because the person is going to check the notes, he can easily understand it. So that is something called a crucial factor which determines the success of something. Like that, you can give countless examples. Okay, now this is clear. Make or break. Clear to everybody? Yes or no? It's clear to, or any problems? Ask
No,
me,
sir.
or you can put a thumbs up mark.
Sir,
Great.
please
Others?
explain.
Once more? Okay, that's what I'm going to tell. Make or break. So whenever something make or break you, whenever, yes, I'm coming. So something make or break. Look, make or break. A communication skill is going to make or break. So a crucial factor, which one? The communication skill is going to make or break you. That means it is going to decide the course of your future action. Let me give you another example. You can say, forget about communication skill. Your friendship is going to make or break you. Whenever I say your friendship, ତାମାନେ ଆପଣ ଯଦି ଭଲ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ହେଇକି ରହିବେ, ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ଆପଣ ବହୁତ ହେଲ୍ପ ପାଇବେ। ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କ ସହ ଶତ୍ରୁତା ଆଚରଣ କରିବେ, obviously nobody is going to love you. You will be disliked by most of the people. So make or break means a crucial factor. Which one? That something make or break something. When something is make or break, okay, something is make or break. Look, a crucial factor. Crucial means very important. Whenever I say crucial, very important. Okay, so there are so many words are there. I say it's raining heavily. It's lashing very. So sometimes is the girl is very beautiful. The girl is gorgeous, right? It was a very, very big fish. It was a humongous fish. So like that, very ଟାକୁ ଆମେ କାଟି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି and ୟା ଜାଗାରେ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ word substitute କରୁଛନ୍ତି. I'll take a topic on I'll take a class for this. So this is called crucial. Crucial means very important. It's a very important factor. ଏହା ଗୋଟେ କାରକ ଯୋଉଟା କି determines the success of something. ଆପଣ କୌଣସି ଗୋଟେ ଅର୍ଗାନ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ମୁଁ ଆପଣ forget about this one. ଆପଣ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଛୁଆ ଭଲ ପାଠ ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ, ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ କଣ କରିବେ? ଆପଣ ତ କୁହନ୍ତି ପରିଶ୍ରମ ନିହାତି ଦରକାର। ତ ପରିଶ୍ରମଟା ହଉଛି ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ ମାର୍କ ରଖିବା ପାଇଁ ବା ଆଗକୁ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ହଉଛି crucial factor. You can say your labor or your hard labor is going to make or break you. ଆପଣ ମତେ କହିବେ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପଢା ଶୈଳୀ ଉପରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର organization ର success ନିର୍ଭର କରେ। The way you teach the student is going to make or break you. ତାମାନେ ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଖରାପ ୱେରେ ପଢେଇବି, if I am going to misbehave with you, then obviously nobody is going to come, because this just like it has a negative impact in the society, because we are living in a very internet world. Everybody is connected. You can find a lot of things, but if you really like the style, then you can tell others. So that is, whenever say something is going to make you or break you, that means something has the power to make you successful in a particular way. Suppose ଆପଣ ପ୍ରତିଦିନ ବ୍ୟାୟାମ କରନ୍ତି, exercise, so obviously you will have a good physique. You can say that regular exercise is going to make or break you whenever it comes to maintain a good physique. So like that, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଭଲ ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ରାଇଟିଂ ଅଛି, ତ ଯଦି ଆପଣ କଣ କହିବେ, ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ରାଇଟିଂ ଯଦି ଥିବ ଆପଣ ଭଲ ମାର୍କ ଆସିବ। ତ your handwriting is going to make or break you whenever it comes to securing good mark. So obviously in every sphere କୋଉଠି ନା କୋଉଠି ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟରଟା ହଉଛି essential, ଆଉ ସେଇ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟରଟାକୁ ଆମେ make or break ବୋଲି କହିଥାଉ। Now it's clear to everybody? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Suresh sir? Suresh sir, it's clear to everybody or any more doubt? By the way, you can take a screenshot. Okay.
Clear, sir.
The next one is very important. Okay, this is the second one. And the third one I'm going to write for you. Look, these are very interesting, man. If you're trying to use it, day to day life, it is going to help a lot. Okay. The third one is called part and parcel. part and parcel. Part and parcel of something. So whenever I say part and parcel, ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି, forget about this one, ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସିକ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦେବି। ତ ଜମ୍ମୁ କାଶ୍ମୀରକୁ ନେଇକି ଭାରତ ଓ ପାକିସ୍ତାନ ମଧ୍ୟରେ they are always at loggerheads most of the time. India already fought 3 different wars and one proxy war, Kargil, with Pakistan. କିନ୍ତୁ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ କଣ କହୁଛି ଆପଣ ଦେଖିଥିବେ, ବିକଜ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ଏ ଟ୍ରୁ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ସ, ତ ଆପଣ ଆମେ କଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି, କାଶ୍ମୀରଟା ହଉଛି ବା ଜମ୍ମୁ ଆଣ୍ଡ କାଶ୍ମୀର ହଉଛି ଭାରତର ଗୋଟେ ଅବିଚ୍ଛେଦ୍ୟ ଅଙ୍ଗ, ଅବିଚ୍ଛେଦ୍ୟ ଅଙ୍ଗ, ତାମାନେ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ବିଚ୍ଛେଦ କରିପାରିବାନି, and that is something called part of parcel. I can say, like Jammu and Kashmir is a part and parcel of India. So whenever I say part and parcel, that means you cannot separate it. Can you take out your brain from your mind? No, it's not possible. You can say my brain is a part and parcel of my life. ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଆପଣ ବାପା ମାଙ୍କଠୁ ଅଲଗା ହେଇକି ରହିପାରିବେନି, ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଯେ ମୋ ବାପା ମା ମୋ ପାଇଁ ସବୁଠୁ ବଡ ଜିନିଷ, ମୋ ସିଷ୍ଟର ମୋ ପାଇଁ ବଡ ଜିନିଷ, ମୋ ଭାଇ ମୋଠୁ ବଡ ଜିନିଷ, you can say my brother, my sister, my family in general is part and parcel of my life. So part and parcel means you cannot separate them. They are not separable, inseparable. ଆପଣ ତାକୁ separate କରିପାରିବେନି. Even if you try to separate it, you are not able to separate it. ଆମେ ଯେମିତି କହୁଛେ exam, if it comes to India, forget about other countries, ଆମେ ଏଇଠି ପାଠ ପଢିବା ମାନେ exam ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ବାଧ୍ୟ. So forget about it. You can say that exam or examination is a part and parcel of our study system in India. ତ ଆମେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ପଢୁଛେ ମାନେ ଆମକୁ exam ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ପଡିବ. Everybody, you might have faced a lot of exams in your life. School exam, tuition exam, class exam, lot of coaching exams, lot of exams. So these are all integral part. You cannot separate it. So ଆପଣ ମତେ କହିବେ ସାର୍, ଆମେ ଯଦି ଏଟା କହିବା integral part, separate part କହିବା, why should I use part and parcel? Look, ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ ୱାର୍ଡଟା ୟୁଜ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସ୍ପୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ ଟା ଟିକେ ବଢି ଯାଉଛି, ଆପଣ ଜାଣି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମେ ବି, but whenever you are trying to use, my God, India is no way trying to separate its kingdom. India, I can say Jammu and Kashmir is the part and parcel of India. କେତେ ବଢିଆ ଶୁଣାଗଲା. But ଆପଣ କହିବେ it is an inseparable part of India. Look, it doesn't, it somewhat it doesn't grate your ear. ମାନେ ଭଲ ଶୁଣା ଯାଉନି ଆମେ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି, right? So spoken English is all about impressing somebody. ମୁଁ କହିଛି, it is all about impressing your interviewer, or you are trying to impress your boss, you are trying to impress, suppose you are a businessman, you are trying to impress your clients. A lot of things happens. Suppose I'm a teacher, spoken English teacher, I'm trying to impress my students, so using a lot of vocabs. So this is something called part and parcel, guys. Practice is a part and parcel of spoken English system. Obviously without practice you cannot improve your spoken English. So part and parcel means an integral part or inseparable part. You can say Kashmir is a part and parcel of India. My family is the part and parcel of my life. ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଛୁଆକୁ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ପାଉଛନ୍ତି, then you can say like my kid is part and parcel of my life. Okay, you can use the Kashmir is the part and parcel of India, my family is the part and parcel of my life. Use the, it's better. Okay, so this is very important, my friends. So whenever you say part and parcel, you are trying to project that person is, you cannot live without it. In a different sense, you can say, look, I can say, suppose I want to teach you, this is the whiteboard. I don't have a marker. It's not a digital board. I can just put my finger and I can show you anything. So obviously it is a whiteboard only. So this is something called part and parcel of this writing system. Otherwise I cannot write. I can say my microphone or headset is something called a part and parcel of this online system. Mate online पढ़ेयर अच्छी माने I have to you wear it. Otherwise it's not possible because I'll get a lot of sounds from other side. And whenever I'm wearing it, I can easily reach to your ear and I can easily listen to you and a lot of thing happens. Clarity is there. So I can say it is part and parcel. Part and parcel means it is very important and integral part. You can say like anything and everything you feel that is very important for you. You cannot separate it. So that is something called part and parcel. Now this is clear to everybody? Yes or no? ବୁଝି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ମାନେ? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. Others put a thumbs up sign, please, so I can check it out. Prashant sir, buji paruchanti? Yeah, great, great. So that is something called you can easily understand. Look, this is all about improving your communication skill. I don't have any problems, making you understand time and again. But ଆପଣ ଏଟା ବୁଝନ୍ତୁ. This is very interesting. ଆମେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ମାନେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସମସ୍ତେ ଆମେ ସ୍ପୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ କହିବା. ସ୍ପୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ ଟା କ'ଣ? ଆପଣ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ରଫଲି ଆମେ କହିବା ସ୍ପୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ nothing but this is a language you want to express yourself. ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ହିନ୍ଦୀ, it's a language. English is a language. ए language ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ଆପଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଭାବ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯାହା ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯାହା ମାନେ ମନରେ ଅଛି ତାକୁ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି. And that is called spoken English. And to express all the things you need certain words. ଯଦି ଏଇଟା ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଆପଣ ଏଇଟା କହିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ ଆକୁ ଆପଣ ଜାଣିନାହାନ୍ତି ଇଟ୍ସ ମାର୍କର ବୋଲି ଆପଣ ଜାଣିନାହାନ୍ତି ଆପଣ କ'ଣ କେମିତି କହିବେ? I am a shopkeeper, you are telling sir ଏଇଟା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କହିବେନି ନା because you I'll think you are mad guy. So like the same things. So for each and everything I am going to give a different words. କାଲି କିଛି ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସନ ଦେଇଥିଲି ସିଚୁଏସନ କୁ ଦେଖିବା ପାଇଁ. ଆଜି ମଧ୍ୟ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କିଛି ସିଚୁଏସନ ବିଷୟରେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହୁଛି. Try to remember it, use it. I am sure you will improve. Okay. The next one, this is something called part and parcel. The fourth one is very interesting, my friend, that you guys are using or not using, I know, but I use a lot of things. That is called pros and cons. Okay. Something called pros and cons. Pros and cons. So what do you mean by pros and cons? Look, forget about this one. I'm trying to create a situation for you. ଆପଣ ଯେକୌଣସି ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରନ୍ତି ଯେକୌଣସି ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରନ୍ତି suppose you want to join the class. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ଡିସାଇଡ୍ କଲେ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ତ କିଛିଟା ଆପଣ ପଜିଟିଭ ନେଗେଟିଭ ଭାବିକି ଜଏନ୍ କର. You are going to marry, ଆପଣ କିଛି ପଜିଟିଭ ନେଗେଟିଭ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି. You are going to do a lot of things. So whenever you are going to do or execute an action, ତ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଜିନିଷରେ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ପଜିଟିଭ ଆଉ ନେଗେଟିଭ ଜିନିଷଟାକୁ ଦେଖନ୍ତି. That means you are considering both the positive and negative. ତାର advantages କ'ଣ ଅଛି ତାର disadvantages କ'ଣ ଅଛି. Suppose you are trying to purchase this pen. ତ ଆପଣ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ପ୍ରାଇସ୍ କେତେ, କୋଉ ବ୍ରାଣ୍ଡର, କେତେ ଦିନ ଚାଲିବ, lot of things. You are purchasing a bike. Are you not asking the dealer like what is the validity, what is the things, what is this one, what is that one, what is the cubic capacity of the engine, lot of things. You are trying to purchase a new phone. What is the internal memory, how it phones, what is the rear camera, what is the back camera, all the things. Like you are trying to check a lot of things. So that means you are checking both positive and negatives. So that is something called pros and cons. Whenever I say pros, this is something called positive. And cons means negative. You can say positive, negative, advantage, disadvantage, or merit, demerits, or you can say merit and demerits, or you can call it advantage and disadvantage, or you can say like what are the positive plus and plus and minus. Okay. So like you put a lot of things, whatever things you do in your day-to-day life, you take the pros and cons, and that is something called pros and cons. Like then the uses part. Upon uses part kemti karibe. Like you can show, before I can purchase this one, I want to check pros and cons. Oh, so before deciding this particular proposal, I want you should consider pros and cons of this project. Before deciding to join Infosys or a XYZ company, I need to check the pros and cons. The pros and cons means there positive corner, negative corner. Before I can purchase, let me give you an example. Before I can purchase it, I need to check. I need to check the pros and cons. You can say like before purchasing anything, I always consider pros and cons. Did not you check the pros and cons of this person before joining as a friend? Did not you check? You can say that have you checked the pros and cons of ego, the skill provider, like that. So anything and everything. As a human being, you always go for the positive side and negative side. The positive side is called pros, and negative side is cons. Pros and cons. Or let's discuss the pros and cons like that. Suppose for each and everything, upon तार merits and demerits विषय किसी deliberation करंती. That is called deliberation. You are trying to discussion. It is a close discussion among your family members. अपन गोटे picnic जिया पे चाहूँचंती. Are you not checking the pros and cons of a place? हाँ सेठे पानी मिलिबोनी एठे असुविधा हबो बहुत रास्ता हे जाउची ना सेठे जिबा एठे की जिबा एटा हेल्ला मते एटा like that you take the positive one and you take the negative one. If the positive sides outweighs the negative side, you do that. Otherwise, you don't do. That is something called whenever the danger part is minimized and the plus part is always there, then you follow everything. And that is something called pros and cons. You can give countless examples. You can give countless examples, guys. Tomorrow we have a meeting and you have to come because you have to discuss pros and cons of this product. We are going to launch a new product. So I want your valuable suggestion. What is the pros and what is the cons? So pros and cons means positive and negative. Now this is clear to everybody? Yes or no? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Take a screenshot. The next one. Something called the fifth one. Sooner or later. Look, this is a very beautiful, examples of your binomials expression. Very beautiful. Upon yaku janile, most of the time you can use it. So whenever it says sooner or later, forget about this one. For example, mate Pratap sir invite करछ. तो प्रताप सर मु कहि सर मु आसीबी केबे आछंती आसीबी सर किंतु मु आपन को डेट कहि परनु एमती आपन को लाइफ रे सिचुएशन आसुनी आपन आसीबाटा 100% जेमती आपन को हम पिकनिक जिबा किंतु केबे जिबा मु कहि परने आई गिव यू that means something is going to happen definitely, but you can't give the fixed time frame. That is something called, suppose I tell my father let's purchase a laptop. So baba कहिबे, for example I call my sister I want to purchase a laptop. So my sister is going to ask me when you are purchase. I'll definitely purchase, but I cannot give you the time frame. So what do you mean by that? That is called sooner or later. So sooner or later means that something is going to happen 100%. Mane gote jincha 100%. Suppose somebody is going to tell you, hey man, you have been unmarried for quite some time. When you are going to marry? Of course, I'm going to marry sooner or later. तार माने 100% मैरिज करे पे जाउची किंतु केबे करबी that I have not decided. So that is something called sooner or later. Suppose ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କିଛି help ପାଇବାର ଅଛି. So if I'll call you, ma'am or sir, could you please help me out? Yes, I'm going to help you sooner or later. ମୁଁ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ help କରିବି, କିନ୍ତୁ କାଲି କରିପାରେ, ଏବେ କରିପାରେ, even day after tomorrow କରିପାରେ, but that the date has not been fixed. So sometimes you can say, are you going to Bangalore? Yes sir, I'm going to Bangalore. When? Sooner or later. That means ମୁଁ ଯିବାଟା 100%, but କେବେ ଯିବି ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ decide କରିନି. So that is something called sooner or later. Very interesting. That's why I told these binomials create a very wonderful expression in your spoken English. ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇଗୁଡ଼ା ୟୁଜ କରିଦେବେ, obviously spoken English somewhat increases by leaps and bounds. That is very important. That's why I told. Okay. So whenever you say sooner or later, that something is going to happen 100%. Something is happening at any cost. But but at a unspecified time. At a unspecified time. The time has not been specified. ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ specific time ଦେଇପାରନ୍ତିନି, ତ sometimes ଆପଣ ସାଙ୍ଗକୁ କଲ୍ କରନ୍ତି, I'm coming your house. When? Sooner or later. ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଆସିବାଟା 100%. କାଲି ଆସିପାରେ, day after tomorrow ଆସିପାରେ, ବା coming Sunday ଆସିପାରେ, କେତେବେଳେ ଆସିପାରେ. ଯଦି ଆପଣ ମତେ ପଚାରିବେ, sir, like are you going to teach us a direct and indirect speech? I say yes, of course. When? Sooner or later. That means I'll teach you 100% because it's a part of the syllabus. But I'm not sure when I'm going to start it because a lot of things are there before I can complete, I can give you. So like that, sooner or later. Look, soon is something different. I am going to call you soon. Tamane, like no, that is also soon means it is something you are not giving, but there is no guarantee that you are going to call. Let me give you. ଆପଣ ଯଦି କହିବେ sir, ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ସଦାବେଳେ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, I am going to call you soon. Look, I am going to give you two examples. Or I can say like this. I will visit your place sooner or later. I will So do you know the difference, my friend? Whenever I say I will visit your place sooner or later, one thing is very common, or that is one thing is very evident, that you are 100% visiting that place. But whenever I say I will visit your place soon, so you may change the plan. ଆପଣ visit କରିପାରନ୍ତି. Sometimes I'll say, guys, I'm going to call you sooner or later. ତାମାନେ ମୁଁ 100% call କରିବି. No doubt about that. But after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 1 day, 2 days, it doesn't matter. But whenever say I'll call you soon, ଯଦି ମୁଁ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ରହିଗଲି, if I'm busy with some other work, if I'm get distracted, so much if I got sidetracked, obviously I'm not in a position to call you. I may forget that. So ये जो soon टा लगिला थे, it is no guarantee of the action. It doesn't specify whether action is happening or not. But ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ sooner ଲଗେଇବେ, the something is happening at any cost, 100%. ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଯିବି, 100% ଯିବି, କିନ୍ତୁ କେତେବେଳେ ଯିବି କହିପାରୁନି. And that is the situation, my friends. You can use sooner or later. Soon and sooner or later with a बहुत difference ଅଛି. Whenever you say sooner or later, you are focusing on the action part. The action part is going to happen 100%, my friends. Suppose I'm like suppose I'm planning for a picnic. You are my students, I'm your teacher. So upon sir, we'll go for a picnic. Of course, We'll go for picnic sooner or later. तमाने 100% हमें जाऊँचंती picnic ले. But when that we have to decide. So this is something called sooner or later. Now this is clear to everybody? Clear? Yes or no? Clear? Great. Others?
Yes, sir.
Clear. So what exactly you understand, my friends?